What if all you believed to be true about the world turned out to be false? What if the greatest mysteries of our era were being concealed by those in positions of authority? The world has witnessed its share of incredible conspiracy theories, ranging from space pranks to government cover-ups. Get ready as we delve into the most bizarre and contentious notions that have rocked the world. Number 1. The fall of the World Trade Center, an inside job. September 11th, 2001. When the Twin Towers fell, the entire world watched in terror. However, was it a well-planned internal strike, or was it truly a terrorist attack? Because of the CIA's close ties to Osama bin Laden, the controlled demolitions and the missing Pentagon footage, many people think the US government was involved. Some even assert that the invasion of Iraq for oil was justified by 9/11, and that's just the beginning. Because this next conspiracy that surrounds the US government is even crazier. People murmur JFK was killed by the CIA. So what does this mean? Was Lee Harvey Oswald merely a pawn in a bigger plot? Many people think that because Kennedy opposed the military-industrial complex, sought peace with the Soviet Union, and threatened to dissolve the CIA, the agency had every incentive to keep him quiet. Is it an inside job or a lone gunman? The official narrative simply isn't consistent, just like how nobody knows for sure if Osama bin Laden was really buried at sea. Conveniently, the world saw a body discarded at sea and a hazy, clandestine operation. Some contend that the same personnel that claimed to have killed bin Laden were actually hiding him, either long dead or alive. Wouldn't a public trial have been the final triumph if he had been the real 9/11 mastermind? And what about the war in Iraq? Was it only for oil? But why would the US need oil? They already have an abundance of it. Many people think that the Iraq War was more about dominating the world's oil markets than it was about ensuring security, with American interests profiting while Iraq was left in ruins. Speaking of American interests, some people think the Federal Reserve is a fraud. Think about it. Does a private banking cartel that has the authority to create money seem like a just system? The Federal Reserve, according to critics, manipulates economies, inflates debt, and enslaves nations in financial servitude in order to benefit the privileged. Who is in charge of the money? Not the people, of course, but moving on to another intriguing conspiracy that shook the world. Number 2. The disappearance of Malaysia Airlines, flight MH370, a high-stakes assassination. In the age of satellites and worldwide observation, a commercial airliner disappears without a trace. Incredibly so. One of the most terrifying theories contends that MH370 was shot down on purpose in order to kill a particular passenger, perhaps a prominent politician or a team of scientists carrying sensitive data. Others think it was flown to a secret location after being remotely hijacked. Why? We might never find out. But here's a look at some more disappearances that are very suspicious, like the Japanese capture of Amelia Earhart. Was Amelia Earhart captured by the Japanese military, or did she actually crash and vanish? According to others, she met a terrible end in a prison camp while on a covert intelligence operation for the United States. The government may know more than they acknowledge, according to eyewitness reports, confidential documents, and grainy photographs. And while we're speaking of disappearances, you just cannot miss talking about the Bermuda Triangle. Is it a portal to the future? Ships go missing from radar, planes disappear without a trace, and compasses whirl erratically. Some claim it's a time-warping energy vortex, while others think it's an alien hotspot. Why do commercial and military planes still fear the area if it's just lousy weather? Turns out, not all explanations have definite answers, just like this next conspiracy. Number 3. NASA's greatest lies. The moon landing hoax and aliens among us. Was it a Hollywood set, or did people actually arrive on the moon? Critics claim that there are no stars visible in the sky, the flag waves in an airless atmosphere, and the shadows in the video don't line up. The Face, a spooky rock formation on Mars, is another example of what some believe to be evidence of ancient alien civilizations. Not to be overlooked is Planet 9, the enigmatic celestial planet that is said to bring destruction to Earth. Wait, there's more to it. The alien cover-up in Area 51. Why is Area 51 so closely secured if there is nothing to conceal? According to some, the US government has been communicating with aliens for decades, reversing their technological advancements and presenting the public with a story about weather balloons and military experiments. Speaking of, have you ever wondered if the Black Knight satellite is space trash or an alien probe? Strange signals and an unknown object in Earth's orbit have stoked conjecture about an old alien satellite for more than a century. Some people think the so-called Black Knight has been observing humanity for thousands of years, but NASA refers to it as debris. So, what does this mean? Is it another cover-up or evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence? And why is NASA unable to obtain reliable cell coverage on Earth while transmitting pristine photographs from Mars? Since rovers are being tested in far-flung deserts like the Atacama or Antarctica, some people think the entire Mars rover program is a scam. Is the greatest advancement in space exploration really another well-managed delusion? This makes one wonder. What else have they lied about if they fabricated the moon landing? Conspiracy theorists assert that NASA conceals UFO encounters, alters space photographs, and even conceals proof of ancient Martian civilizations. Is the purpose of space exploration to be deceit or discovery? Who knows? Could there be a secret sibling in our solar system? Some people think NASA is hiding the existence of Nibiru, a second, fainter sun that influences Earth's orbits and climate. There may be more to our sky than is commonly believed, as evidenced by strange space anomalies, mysterious gravitational shifts, and ancient writings. Or maybe NASA provides us with high-end special effects or actual space footage. What do you think? Drop your thoughts down below. But before that, who do you think governs all of these decisions? Number 4. America's true rulers, the Illuminati pulling the strings? What if the world was actually ruled by a secret society? Forget about presidents and prime ministers. Many people think that the Illuminati, a strong and mysterious organization, controls world events. The idea that elite people, tech tycoons, movie stars, and politicians are merely pawns in a larger plan to dominate the world is supported by symbols such as the dollar bill's all-seeing eye, celebrity hand signals, and private meetings at Bohemian Grove. Is this a crazy hypothesis, or is there an actual plan taking shape in front of our eyes, with a mysterious elite pulling the strings, economies falling, and calls for a one global government? From secret meetings to digital IDs, some say the New World Order is tightening its grip and the people are too distracted to notice. And yes, as much as you'd hate to admit, media-induced mind control is real. Does your favorite show have a darker undertone, or is it just innocent entertainment? Some people think that subliminal messages are woven throughout music, social media, and Hollywood in an effort to manage emotions, sway public opinion, and maintain public compliance. Imagination or deliberate deception? Speaking of, have any of you wondered if Trump's win was only a diversion? Whether you like him or not, Donald Trump took over the news like no one else. Was his presidency, however, merely a smokescreen to deflect criticism away from more important political goals? Who was actually making the decisions behind the scenes while everyone was obsessed with his tweets and scandals? Elections are only choices that don't exist. Is the winner already determined, or does your vote actually matter? Modern elections, according to some, are manipulated by secret groups, businesses, or intelligence services. The actual power remains in the hands of a select few, regardless of the outcome. And of course, how can we forget about Elon Musk? Does the man even have a real government job? Currently, Musk, who says he defends free expression, has strong connections to government funding and military contracts. Is Musk merely another pawn in the system, using space aspirations and Twitter to divert attention from something more important? Or is he truly a tech rebel? Many question whether Tesla's true goal is surveillance or sustainability. Musk is creating a linked future with brain implants, satellite internet, and self-driving automobiles. But is it mass spying or innovation? Some people think Tesla and Neuralink are only fronts for data harvesting supported by the government, and now make way for the biggest conspiracies of all time. Number 5. The pandemic, a population control experiment? Governments enforce stringent lockdowns, economies collapse, and a virus spreads over the world. Was there a diabolical plot behind it all? Some people think the pandemic was planned to reset the world economy, control populations, and kill the weak. Theories range from 5G technology spreading the virus to vaccine microchips tracking every move we make. But it isn't an isolated incident. The idea that governments purposefully add fluoride to public water sources to tame the populace and make us more obedient and less defiant of authority has been around for decades. Is there a more sinister motive at work? Or is it truly about tooth health? Could the water you drink in the morning be gradually transforming you into a submissive state puppet? And what about cancer cures? What if there has been a cancer cure for years, but the big pharmaceutical companies are stifling it? Many people think Big Pharma has a stake in keeping alternative natural therapies hidden because the medical system is based on billions of dollars made from treating rather than healing. Is our struggle for existence a ruse to secure their financial gain? The world is full of secrets, and whether you believe these theories or not, one thing's for sure: truth is often stranger than fiction. Are we being lied to? Are we living in a carefully controlled reality? The only way to find out is to keep questioning everything. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and remember, nothing is ever as it seems. Now, if any of these conspiracies triggered you, make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.